Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. Today I'm going to show you guys what to sell to make millions of gil in preparation for patch 7.1. Now before we begin, if you guys want early access to my gil making guides as well as a week's early access of my list of items to sell, consider becoming a YouTube member or Patreon supporter for just $1 a month. Links for those will be in the description down below. Now, as always, make sure you do your research on your server to see which items are selling the most. This way you guys don't waste resources on stuff that just does not want to sell. Now, this list is not that big, but what I do have on it made me quite a lot of gil. So right now, we're going to be focusing on battle materia grade 12. The trains are diminishing people because a lot of people are taking a break into 7.1, so not too many people are selling materia. Even though that we have 100 hits on my server, the crit materia has gone up to 12,000. And as you can see by the sales history, people are still buying them. Remember, in the 0.1 patch, we're getting the upgraded to the tombstone set for casual players, and the crafted set also goes up, but you cannot overmeld it. So grade 12 are going to be more useful than grade 11 in 7.1. 7.2, when the new crafted and new battle gear comes out, then grade 11 becomes useful again. So you want to focus on grade 12 than anything else. So crit on my server is going at least 12,949. Now this is something that you do not want to do in putting multiple hits like this with just one materia. A lot of the times you're going to get undercutted like that and you're not going to get it sold. Like people here have basically made these impossible to see. Unless people want one materia. I do 5 pieces of materia, 3 hits, and I walk away. A lot of the times I sold it in the wee hours of the morning. As you can see here, some are at 5 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. And usually that's when I take off the market board and then put them back up for the lower price. And usually when I wake up, they're sold. So this is not bad compared to what it was when more people were playing and more people were putting them on the market board. So that's crit. Determination, which I found more sold than anything else, is going for 12,548 on my server. And as you can see, they are selling more because today is the 3rd of October. This person had the right idea, but they went too many. 3 hits and walk away. And direct hit, which was one of the least ones sold in my experience, is for 12,788 for the lowest. But even though they were buying it out, in my personal opinion, they did not sell as fast as crit or determination. Because remember, direct hit only increases the frequency, not the amount of damage. And of course the last one is going to be control materia, because in 7.1 people are going to be melding control more than anything else. Because CP is only going to be in the feet and the legs and the tools, and the accessories are already done. So that's why these are going for 17,000 on my server. And as you can see, even though not too many people bought them today, they did definitely sold all day yesterday. But definitely hoard your control materia for making or melding the next sets in 7.1. So that is going to cover materia. So next is my 2 favorite dyes, Gunmetal Black and Jet Black dye. They are both in the fashion report, and also Jet Black dye is harder to get. So Gunmetal Black is from the Island Sanctuary, Calories, or from the Skyscripts. It's easier doing the Island Sanctuary because the Overseas Casual Discord basically gives you everything you need to do to have them set and forget your mammoths, and then you guys can get them through your calories. Jet Black dye is a little bit harder, but you can get them from the Fate rewards from Xbr'aal Restoration, or you guys can get them through the Adventure Carvers from your retainers. I think you also can get them from lock boxes in Zadnor, and I think there's somewhere else, but those are the ways you guys can get these dyes. So Gunmetal Black goes for 15k, which is more than some materia. And as you can see, they are selling quite nicely the past 2 days. And Gunmetal Black goes for a whopping 519,000. The other ones are pure white, but those don't go as high as Jet Black. And as you can see, they are selling quite nicely. So I managed to get back-to-back Jet Black dye from 2 retainer adventures the other day. So before I forget, when it comes to dyes, please for the love of God, do not sell 99 or 20 or 40. 2 each 3 hits is enough, like this person did. Because as you can see, people are buying them in low quantities, not high amounts. Okay, that is just bad market placing. As for jet black die, since you get 2 if you're lucky, split them up into 1 hits of 1. Because as you can see, 1 or 2 are the what people buy, but 1 each is more enticing. So that's my advice for dies. So the rest of these here are going to be from the aesthetic tombstones. Now, I just did my prep guide for 7.1 and I had the list of items in the comments section of how many to make, and after you're done with that, sell the rest. Or if you want to wait until patch 7.1 to sell them for an increased amount, you can, but because people are going to be coming back, they might drop down. So it's going to be based on what you feel is right. So the airbright coolant, which is going to be the ones that you're going to be using the most, go for 789 gil. And this is me trying to sell mine. Sales history shows that they are selling quite nicely the past 2 days. I would definitely try to sell maybe 50 and 99, but that's going to be determined up to you. But try not to go crazy. Next is the varnish, which is surprisingly going for a little bit higher. And of course they're selling the same way as the coolant. The skins, 850, which is not bad. Again, selling the past 2 days. The yarn, the pelupelu yarn, is probably one of the lowest at 709. And they have probably sold the least today so far. But a lot of people are buying them still. And then the abrasive for the sterling silver is in the middle with 760 gil. But they're selling more today than yesterday, which is not bad. So that is going to take care of the aesthetic tombstones. The glossy aether is mostly for, ultimates, so I probably would say stock up on that because when ultimate comes out next patch, they're going to be going back up in price again. And the last but not least is the rroneek steak for crafters with the CP and control food. Fun fact, you need to make 1 high quality and heritage found for the S rank if the window is open. So I made a lot of these for that purpose, and I try to sell all my stock. So the steak are made in 3s, and as you can see here, they're going for 1,095. And then we have this person here who went completely overboard and tried to sell, I think, 7 hits of 99, which no one realistically needs that many. I'm sorry, you just don't. So this person basically screwed up the whole market board for this item. And as you can see here, they went from 15, and then this person did a horrible job undercutting, and then it just got worse from there. So I made a crap ton of these because I was trying to force the S rank to spawn and heritage found on many servers, so I ended up having a lot of stock, and I try to sell as many as I can. So the sales history shows that they're selling slow, but people are going to need these for crafting in 7.1, so try to sell as many as you can if you like. Alright, but that's all my items on my list of things to sell to make gil before 7.1. Obviously there's a crap ton more that you can sell, like the sands, because you're going to be needing those for 7.1 gear, but I'm going to be needing those for myself, so I didn't sell them. So now let's go over to my retainer. We'll look at everything I made. So I made 4.5 million from the materia, as you can see here. So the hunt trains are the best way to get your materia, even though they're diminishing with people, they are still worth doing. So try to get them as many as possible. Also S ranks and double S ranks. So joining the Faloop Discord and also going on their website to see which ones are spawnable is a good way to get your materia as well. As well as doing your expert dungeons as well. So this retainer here has all my dyes that I have sold. So these are the 4 jet black dyes that I sold the other day. I got really lucky and got them back to back. And then you have the gunmetal black. I tried to sell shards and crystals, but unfortunately they're not ready yet. But this is all the gunmetal black that I have sold. I wish I could show you even further, but it only goes up to a certain point. Here, I think this was the steaks. Yep, this is as far back as I went for the rroneek steak that I was selling. I was selling them in stacks of 10. And this one up here is from all the aesthetic tombstone materials that I have sold, as you can see here. And this is where I started at the 22nd of last month. I started with the glossy dried aether, and then I went with the other materials. But that is everything that I have sold in the past 2 weeks. So that's not bad. If it wasn't for the jet black dye, I would have a lot less. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV content, and I will see you guys in the next one. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And the extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, if you ever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead.